Welcome to the show, paranormal parley, chat to make you glow, talking food and sometimes rude, however the live stream rolls. Amazing mods with lightning rods to keep out all the trolls.
Woohoo! Give me a second, because as usual, I've not got the music ready, because it's been a hectic morning. I've literally had to wolf down some lunch, because I've been dealing with stuff. Right, okay. Don't think Sky's in yet, so when Sky's in, I'll thank you for the memberships. Sheila, I think Sheila's in, so thank you for the super chat, sweetie. So watch paranormal. Don't know if you're still here, but if you are, oh, that's AM. That was last night. Probably not. So, Sky, you still here? YouTube been looking about my notifications. Oh, they're never always with my auto payments, monthly payments for memberships. Oh, shouldn't have gone on different lines. I don't know, just glitchy at the minute anyway. Mike, in the house. Tuesday rocks. So, they normally do. Betty Hanks, it's good afternoon. See, I've been up since 6. I've not stopped. So that's why I'm saying good morning. Sky says, I told him, like, oh. Sheila. 3:15 a.m. in South Carolina. So Dublin. Oh, no. Oh, ouch. I bring on the white truck. No, I've had a really tough morning. I'm in trouble. I was in trouble. Be nice to me. Be nice to me. Thank you, Sheila. You are a treasure. You're an absolute treasure. Pinky, going to have a sleep. So I'm awake on time. Oh, I'm wait. Hang on, let's get to where we are now. John Boy. Hello. How are you? I don't know what it's like where you are, but it is a bit cooler here. It's awesome. Stick me, Ma. Good to see you. Icy Ghost Cats. Carla, nobody says it better than Sarah. I don't know. One or two might have disagreed with you today. Again, drinking coffee, relaxing in bed with a cup of Java. Puppa's asleep beside me. Life is good. That sounds awesome. Wish that was the position I was in. I'm knackered. Pinky! Debbie! Good to see you, sweetie. I may have some requests of you for the yearbook. James, hello! Change avatar. Call of Duty, be right back. No problem. And I wish you hadn't said that because now I want to go. It's Mr. Men. I did a couple of mugs actually. Didn't exactly look like Mr. Men, but I did. What did I do? I did a Star Wars one and I did a horror one. Oh, I think I might have actually done a Harry Potter one as well. Where it was like, you know, Mr. Fett and Mr. Vader. Still got the design somewhere. If I can get my printer up and running that I use for the mugs, because I've still got a load of mugs left. Could do Mr. Men debunkers. So go along with what Debbie started. Sorry, I probably should write that down. Actually, I won't need to because it's in my Instagram, isn't it? Pump, just got a pop-up asking if I wanted to purchase membership. It's probably because Skies will have kicked in when I went live, and sometimes that does pop up when that happens with you. That's all that is. Great video earlier, thank you. Dealing with the fallout. I'm blaming Seg. In fact, as I'm blaming Seg, let's do one of the pop-ups. I don't know which one that one is.
Wherever you are. I hate you so much, Chris. I believe that the heart does go on.
Sorry, I should have all got you to put earmuffs in, earplugs in before I played that. Trying the chat, everybody's saying hello, that's what I like to see. Anne Wilkinson, hello. Diet Coke at the ready. I'm out. I won't be getting any Diet Coke till a couple of days so I can get my next delivery because I can't carry that back. Too expensive just to get a little bottle. Cool and raining, lovely. Yeah, we had that yesterday and today, and I actually walked into town and back in the rain. It wasn't raining heavy, but it was in the rain. It was cooler. And you know, I'm still not walking brilliantly, but I was walking faster than I normally do. Because it was cooler. Probably got there and back in half the time. Lisa! Hello. Rain was torrential. It ran down my road this morning. Oh, it hasn't been too bad here. We had torrential rain about a week ago, but great. I was doing something, the music came on. Scared the shit out of me, Terry. Wake you up. Wizzy in the house. John Boy, member for 6 months. Well, that's, I know, this year is just, whew. Oh, Anne, thank you so much. Thank you, that was really appreciated. Tuesday, says Debbie. I'm liking people saying hello to each other because have a coffee. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Need to get some of that as well. I'm having one of those funny days today. I always want coffee because I'm addicted, but I'm having one of those funny days today where it's not tasting as it should. Pump. Father lasted. You're fine, Pump. You're fine. Should I have a passion fruit juice or a caramel latte? Oh, actually, I find a caramel latte is a bit sickly, so I'd have a passion fruit juice. Gingerbread latte, there'd be no contest. Sam Hain, hello. Request away, Sarah. Right, I'll be in touch. Mystic, thank you so much for the $5. Good morning, have a cuppa on me. Oh, I see. I'm a cheap date. No problem, love sharing this community. Oh, thank you, John Boy. Thank you for your support. You haven't been live for a bit, have you? Unless I've missed it. I like watching John Boy do the gaming. He plays the sort of games I'd actually like to be able to play if I had the right computer. I'm proud of myself. I lost 10 pounds in 4 weeks. I really need to lose weight. I'm just not getting enough exercise because I can't. And I like my food. Bit of a problem. Just watched Sam's recent episode. It's brilliant. Please support Sam Hain if you're not already. So you can put the link in the chat. No white chocolate today. Woohoo! Member for 3 months, you treasure. Oh, hang on. There we go. Actually, Lisa, I'm gonna get in touch with you and Wes because I'd actually like to, if we can, owing to riding on the back of my vlog this morning, I'd actually like to get you two onto a podcast in the next week or two, if you're around. So it'll be pre-recorded, so we can arrange it when it suits you, darling. Oh my god, I saw him singing Major Tom. Did he sing Major Tom? I was there the whole time. I don't remember him singing Major Tom. Might have been when I was clipping Celine Dion and Barbie to make sure I got them, just in case he took the live stream down, but he didn't. Again, Canada, fire blowing smoke down here. Humidity keeps smoke down here. Oh, yeah, it ain't going to go anywhere if it's muggy. We call it muggy. Sheila, finishing breakfast? Yeah, wildfire smoke can be thick as anything. And it'll travel long distances. I mean, we don't get them massively here, and if we get them here, because it's rare for us to have temperatures like this, our moors, which are just outside of town, leading up into the hills, they're full of gorse and heather. So in weather like this, it gets really dry. So you're always going to have some numpty tourist deciding it's a great idea to go out into the middle of nowhere with a barbecue. Usually one of those disposable ones. I've used them. They're actually all right. It's just like tin foil with charcoal in it. Then, of course, they leave it burning. Wildfire. None of your comments are going through. I can see you. I have that occasionally, though. I think that's another glitch. Especially in the last week, there's 1 or 2 times I've had to type something in again because it's just disappeared. Mum-ups, awakening, lurking, gotta do adulting. Oh, boo, adulting. Adulting sucks. Sandra, driving home now, listening, won't be able to text and drive, chat when I get home. Yes, eyes on the road, sweetness, eyes on the road. Buy a cup of coffee and a white chocolate cookie. No. I started exercising again. The stone I put on is coming off. I have to say, my entire life, I've always lost weight better exercising than dieting. I like my food too much, but even if I've dieted properly, because I'm not bothered what weight I am, I just like to be in better shape. And normally all the walking I'm doing would do it, but I'm walking so slowly because of this problem. Here we go. Here we go. I got a doner kebab for tea last night when I got home from the pub. It was amazing, but didn't taste good reheated today. Oh no. Be the wrong texture, wouldn't it? Wrong texture. Oh, thank you, Wiz. James back. Hello to you. Thank you, Lisa. I kind of want to. I'll tell you what I want to do. It's going to be about equipment, and bear in mind I'm an idiot. Just a heads up. Need to do a gaming live stream. It's finding the right game. I like the games you choose, so I'm easy pleased. Well, I've forgotten all about that. Oddworld AIDS up. I think even I looked at that at one point. Raven keeps threatening to forgets. I think Raven's really tired at the minute. That's why the channel. I was laughing last night. Him singing YMCA. Had to send that to my gay friends. We laughed so hard. It was him trying to do the arms. YMCA. Couldn't even do that right. I haven't got that one clipped. Mind you, it's still up. I could get a few more clipped in. Mainly physio stuff because of recovery. Oh, excellent. So it's starting to heal. It's the main thing. Fantastic, did you know it was my fault that Seg started singing? I asked him to sing Rolling on the River and he sang it. Pinky, you're a legend because as well. What did I play? Did I just play the Titanic one? Here's the other one.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic is fantastic. You can come back and dress me everywhere. Life in plastic is fantastic.
Yeah. I was up all night on a steroid high, a spider bite, a rash across my chest and upper chest. Wide awake, let's party. Spider bite's really annoying. Because I mean, we don't get spider bites very often here. I did get a couple, it's last year or the year before, and on my leg, and they just take ages to go. Lost half a stone and feel happy. I'd feel happier if I lost about a stone, to be honest. It's sod's law with me. I'm struggling to walk anyway. Weight isn't helping. Yeah, it must be an old game, John Boy, because I know it. Oh, Miss Mayhem, hello. I know I haven't done a vlog outside actually, have I? Trouble is, I'm conscious that I'm always going to the same places because I'm literally going to near where I live. Actually, I did do a walk around the market the other day. I'll have to do a voiceover for it, but I think I've got that uploaded, so I'll get that out. Sun's back out after the torrential rain. Weather's so fickle today. That's the trouble. At the minute, I'm seeing the sun come out, and I'm thinking, no, go away. Can we just keep the cloud cover? Keep it cool. This is actually the most humanely cool I've been. Seg's a good sport. Is he though? You sure about that? Sweet Goth. Yeah, it's really windy here, Pomp. Mind it usually is here, so Seg, he was a mess. Bless him. Bless him. Glasgow's alright today, sunny but cooler with odd rain. That's pretty much what we are. Has anyone heard anything from Seg? Probably still hiding in shame. Hiding in shame. I wanted to sing the. Do you know something? I know another version of that. I couldn't remember all the words though. I think I only know the fake versions. White-tailed spiders. Oof. Is Glasgow ever true? I love Glasgow. Genuinely love Glasgow. I prefer it to Edinburgh, to be honest. And Edinburgh's easy for us to get to from here. I mean, I like Edinburgh, but there was one point when I was still teaching, well, lecturing, that I actually considered moving up to Glasgow because they have a really good media department, film department, and I could actually lived in Glasgow. Probably not forever, but certainly to work, I would have been happily move up there. Does anyone know how Crow's doing today? Probably eating. Oh, it's actually still no. It's right. He's probably still looking after that kitty cat of his that's poorly. Trying to get kitty cat back up to health. Windy here too, and it's not just the dog. Pour some sugar on me was emotional for all the wrong reasons, eh, James? Kaylee, hello. Good to see you, sweetness. Just being in a less than conventional conversational mood. That's not a problem. That is not a problem at all. We all have times like that. Unfortunately, if you're the one driving the live stream, it's a bit difficult. But there are occasions when I'm relieved if Phil can join me, because it's like, oh, good. I don't know if I can do it on my own today. I'm in Glasgow. It's okay not to like the as much now. What it is with me with Glasgow, Sweet Goth, is I remember Glasgow when I was a kid, and bear in mind I'm not a spring chick. So back in the 70s, it was a tumble down place for the most part. It really was. And I can't remember. There was a few reasons I actually went. One of them, I know I did an antique fair there. We also went to see James Masters there from Buffy. And I also went to a gig. I also went to the Download Festival. So I'd been for different reasons a few times. And I can't remember which time was the first one, but I remember getting to Glasgow and thinking, this is amazing. That city centre is awesome. And of course it's on the west side, so the drive up is spectacular. You've got just outside, you've got beautiful scenery. You've got like Loch Lomond, and I did a conference, something Mill, 5-star hotel. It's something Mill, in the middle of nowhere. Beautiful scenery around there. Seg's life truly brightened my dreary day. He's a fun guy. Is he though? I'm holding him to take me out for a drink when he visits the south. Needs a sober volunteer driver. Glasgow born and bred, like Edinburgh's arch. I like Edinburgh, but I find Edinburgh very it's because of its layout in the centre. I find it claustrophobic. If it's busy, I don't like crowds, and because of the layout of, I mean, Edinburgh's stunning to look at. You know, people haven't been to Edinburgh before, and as soon as you get out the train station, you know, you see Princess Street you're on, and you see the castle and everything. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful town centre, but it just, if you know, it just gets so busy. Need more coffee. Seg singing 2 words tone deaf sprang to mind. Yep. Said he was working hard last night, and poor precious Grows having. Yeah, he's yeah, poor sick fur baby. But hopefully feisty enough to get through it. I have workmen everywhere outside noisy. Oh, do you know? Touch wood, it's not so bad today. But I don't get this. I don't get this. I don't live in the centre of town, admittedly. But I don't get when we're in full-on in tourist season, suddenly all the scaffolding goes up and the roadworks start. And they start doing felling the trees. Morning, Carla. Good to see you. Just gone to watch your video. Yeah, I'm on the naughty step. Would have loved to have heard Sing Run Through the Jungle. Pom told Debbie to invite them all in for a coffee. Do I look sociable, Pom? Yeah, that's me. No. Imagine someone unironically saying that Dawson is the most skeptical. I know. After giving a story about someone that had an argument for everything. I think I said that in my first vlog. Out of the entire community of real investigators, I can't think of anybody less skeptical than Dawson. The only thing with Dawson, which is I think is possibly where the confusion came in, is Dawson's pretty fastidious when it comes to investigating. You know, he wants explanations. But yeah. Debs, I wouldn't allow strange men in my house. Welcome to the naughty side, Sarah. Yeah. Oh, I'm always on the naughty side. It's what Phil will sometimes say if somebody says, "Oh, Sarah, you're so sweet," and he'll go, "It's a front for YouTube." Oh, I'm always on the naughty side. It's just publicly on the naughty side this morning. It's all good though. It's all good. Dawson was only like that because Seg was there. What are you talking about? Dawson and Seg weren't on the same investigation. Did I get... Oh no, you didn't get planked. Was it planned? Here's your planking. No, Dawson. I watched. I mean, I mod for Dawson. I watch his investigations. He's fastidious. Yes, believes in everything apart from Australia, but he is fastidious when he's ghost hunting. No, you're not on the naughty step. I think people like Colin should be ignored. I cannot watch him. No, I'm on the naughty step with Beardo. I was on the naughty step with Beardo. He came into the comments. It's all good. Asked him if I was in a job. He said no. I mean, I think it was in the live this time last week when somebody had mentioned that premiere, and Colin's not on my radar. He's not somebody I check. So I hadn't known about the premiere. My issue, I mean, I wouldn't investigate with Colin. My argument in the vlog this morning was that's up to Seg. Seg should be allowed to, you know. But it was what he said about debunkers and the community I didn't like, and I'd already done one video on it and did another one this morning. Dawson is 100% believer in the paranormal. No. So, no, there was no support for Colin for me whatsoever this morning. I think the only thing I did, because I did re-listen to my vlog, and I think didn't really sound that clear. So just for the record, and it's actually what sort of spurred me on to pull forward the podcast with Wes and Lisa is I was talking about so many different things, and I was talking about expanding techniques when investigating. I really didn't mean going out with a faker was an expanded technique. It's not a technique at all. I actually meant just general technique, legitimate techniques when you're out ghost investigating. I'd like to see things mixed up again a bit. I've said that before. But I think we've got some. That was my fault. I'm normally a lot clearer than that. Let's face it, earlier in that video, he talked about a cynical journalist, and suddenly Dawson is more skeptical than that. Just shows the first story was. Yeah, it wasn't consistent. I have to say, I'm over the hassle. Oh, it's just. It's. Yeah, we're part of a community. I mean, I there's a lot of stuff I hold back on because, you know, I try not to ruffle feathers, but you know, when you work hard on your channel, Cag's here. Put Adelaide's link in, guys. And how hard she and Alison work. And I don't just mean putting up with Seg. I mean, you know, all of the investigations they do. One of the things I find fascinating about I love to see in Adelaide Haunted Horizons. I'm usually team rewatch because they usually premiere when I'm in bed, but because they do the research into the locations and because they're expats and still investigate locations in the UK. I would love to see more investigations in Oz because the history's there as well. You know, I don't know what it's like getting into these places in Australia, but I would love to see more of that. Dawson using devices. The problem with devices, and I know Cag will agree with me on this, it's a whole, what's the word, volatile issue. Because people have different opinions of them. I don't particularly like them, but I know I'm not an investigator, so what do I know? Do you know what I mean? And you know, I know investigators who use it. It's not whether you use a device or not. It's never about whether you use it or not. It's how it's being used. It needs to be used responsibly. So, and you know, any equipment that, for example, Adelaide use or Paranormal Quest or Ouija Brothers or whoever it is, you know, they're not relying on them. They're using them responsibly. That's why I think the equipment thing's a problem, because it all gets blanketed in. You know, oh well, if somebody's using the DR60, they're fake. No, they're not. That's not indicative of somebody being fake. It's somebody who believes that the DR60 is worth using. I don't believe it is DR60, but there's some people, and I know investigators that I trust will argue that it can be used as a tool used in the right way. If the community ignores Colin, he runs free to spread lies. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It'd be interesting to see what happens with this, because I'm down the rabbit hole now. You know, you will get people who'll get called out for collaborations. You know, oh, you shouldn't be collaborating with that channel. You shouldn't be collaborating with this channel. In my opinion, I think a typical reason for a channel that has been either debunked or looked at by the debunkers will use collaborating with a debunker as an umbrella, but Collins failed on that because of what he said. Because of, you know, basically going full on against debunkers and saying, oh, they're name calling, and all the things he said in the first 5 minutes of that video were basically, that's what he was doing. So Dawson's a great investigator. I think, and don't forget Dawson. Hope he's not here when I say this, because he'll probably take it the wrong way. But, Dawson's what, 25, 26? He's got years ahead of him, and he learns all the time. He would really get annoyed with me if I said he never stops learning. I think anybody. No, and he's focused and he's serious about it, and that's half the battle. That's more than half the battle. Exactly. The odd of everyone agreeing are tiny. It's how we deal with each other's opinions. And if we all agreed, if we all thought the exact same thing, I don't see the point in having a community, because it's about exchanging ideas and having debates. That's how you move forward. It felt like it might have been intentional to cause friction. I agree with that, Sweet Girl. From what I saw, call him skeptic. No, I agree with you. I think it was planned. I don't see the point in the devices, but some people like them. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. If people want to use devices, use devices. I'm not going to call somebody out on it, but I want to see them used by people I trust, as investigators who know what they're doing. Don't watch Colin's investigation. Oh, they're about 10 hours long. Lord of the Rings is shorter. The extended edition. Do have the history parts when told by a good historian, not a ghost everywhere. See, there's certain locations in the US, because I love my American history. There's certain locations in the US that I love watching. Washoe Club's one of them. Unfortunately, it's probably done more by the fakers than anybody else. But the old Washoe Club's one of them. I'm enthralled by that location. And if it's places like Gettysburg, etc., and there's a history behind it, I love it. I love Dawson. I hope he's okay. Oh, Dawson's fine. He'll be fine. He's got a tough little nut, and he did respond to it. The other thing is, I can't remember who else I was speaking to this morning that said this. I spoke to a few people this morning. But the other thing is, the paranormal, what we term as the paranormal, the word paranormal means beyond normal, that cannot be proven by scientific methods. It's never been proved, conclusively proved. Now, a lot of us have had our experiences. I'm putting the first book together. A lot of us have had our experiences. I've had mine. I know a lot of people in chat have had theirs. But in terms of something happening in an environment where somebody can 100% say, that's paranormal, that's proof, it's never happened. So what's the blooming point of arguing about something that's never been proven anyway? Don't forget to lick the like button. Yeah, I agree with that, Leon. I agree with that. I will often say with YouTubers, and I'm one, obviously, everybody wants clicks and views. Whatever they say, they want clicks and views. Whether it's just a few, or whether it's a few hundred, or a few thousand, or millions, it doesn't matter. I want clicks and views, because it's it's an income thread for me. But I also I couldn't do this if I wasn't really interested and invested in the subject and doing the channel. So in my mind, one of the things to look for is it coming over that it's purely for the clicks and views, or is there an investment in what the subject that they're actually doing? And I think for most of what the debunking community calls the fakers, I don't see that investment in the paranormal. I see the want of clicks and views. more, at the very least, more than the love of the paranormal. If you genuinely love a subject, you don't fake it. I think it's helpful to see that hardly that much activity when someone respectable is along. Then on regular investigations, activity central. That should open some people's eyes, but sadly not. The problem with that is, it's been done before, and it's been noticed before, and it is legitimate. But the problem with that is that's when you get the excuse of, oh, well, we didn't get much activity because we had a skeptic with us, or we had a debunker with us. They have to be open to the experience. That's a whole nother subject area. It's touched on by, I'm doing parapsychology for the next history of debunking episode, and it's touched on by parapsychology. It's, if you're going in skeptical, you're not going to experience anything anyway. That's what the argument would be. And I couldn't help but think, I don't know, but I couldn't help but think that's why Dawson got labelled as a skeptic by Cullen. Sub to Alison and Cag, yeah. Absolutely, Adelaide Haunted Horizons. Deserve medals for putting Seg through a 30-minute Estes method. I'd like to put in a request that next time they meet up with Seg, we go a bit longer, we push that further. Build it up to the hour. Just leave him there and go for dinner, and then just come back and I remember watching Colin before I discovered Beard. I had to turn it off. It's obviously, yeah. Back in 2020 when I hit YouTube hard, I don't remember Colin being on my radar actually. But I remember, I've said this before, but I remember that I never trusted Mindseed as much. I did enjoy the videos. I never believed Mindseed, and I never believed Carmel Main. Both of them for the same reason, because it's high contrast, black and white. You can hide all sorts in there. They were the main two that instantly. This is before I found the debunking community. I thought, no. Second call after hand, Colin used that instead to vent and attack. Yeah, that's my take. They have lots of. Yes, I know. I need to have another session of watching Adelaide Haunted. I love the Australian history as well, but I know less about that. So whereas I know quite a bit of American history, it'd be nice to watch one I don't know so much. But that's the thing, isn't it? It's you see the fake channels go in saying, oh, this app or this spirit box picks up ghosts, and like you say, it's a really good way of putting it. Actually, that's not what it was designed for. It's what's being used for. Fair enough, looking for signals, looking for a, what do you call it, a receptor for the sounds. But yeah, it's not what it's made for. Crow in the chat. Tina, hello, Lurky Turkey. Is that why the like button tasted like beach? Yeah, sure, she has to be thorough. Sandra's home safe. Touch and go. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Touch and go when I heard Seg in my car singing Barbie Girl. Sarah, sorry. It does depend on how they use it. Nobody's saying Colin hasn't put effort into his video. If he wasn't constant in line of faking, I'd probably watch. You'll put a lot of effort. He has people with him, so it's not on his own. But you'll put a lot of effort in if you're getting the return out, I personally couldn't do it. I'd have to be into doing it. If they use a DR60, good on them for having that amount of money to buy it in the first place. I know. I'd looked one up on eBay a couple of weeks ago. It was £3,000. £3,000. Incredible. Not promoting, but honestly, I'm loving these books. My last video was near and dear to my heart. I'm loving. That's what I mean, though, Carla. You put Carla's link in, guys. That's what I mean, Carla. Is if you're into your subject, and the beauty of what you're doing is you've got almost an endless, or pretty much an endless amount of subject matter, because there's so many books out there. It's not just the modern ones. I mean, while I've been doing my history of debunking, you know, I've been downloading books by Barnum and Houdini, as well as, you know, the overviews on when I'm doing history debunking on Victorian period, on parapsychology, and that's just the general books. There is so much out there, and it's surprisingly, I suppose, with Barnum and I want to do H.G. Wells as well, but with Barnum and Houdini, you know, they're famous names. But I've said before, you know, trying to do local history where I am here, because I've got one or two heads up on locations that potentially have got backstories. But finding history books for this local area, they were independently written, so often they've disappeared. But you can download some of these Victorian books and early 20th century books. You've got a mountain of, and you've got people. You've got Wes, and I was helping you. You know, you can. I'm sure Kenny Biddle would help if you emailed him. His email's on his. I'm offering his services here, but his email's on his YouTube channel. Yep. Carla's doing great with her uploads. Going out for a bit. No problem, Lisa. You've probably gone, actually. Dawson is great. Dawson's great. I didn't say that, though, guys. Okay? Just you know. What happens in my chat stays in my chat. I did not say Dawson was great. And like I say, he's young, and he'll be one to watch, and it'd be interesting to see how it develops. If you're using the DR69, it's flawed. I'd say that's a bit questionable, but I don't believe in any equipment if it works or not. No, I'm not a fan of equipment, but like I say, I get but what I do get, again, and I'm not an investigator, what I do get is wanting to have something with you that would potentially pick up EVPs. I think that's a natural want of a paranormal investigator. It's a fairly basic need, actually, I think. Yeah, it's not a problem for you to talk about it, Caroline says. Sorry, I'm crying the chat because I'm aware I'm getting behind. Don't agree with all of Dawson's views. James, nobody agrees with all of Dawson's views. I can assure you, we all argue with him. But he's a nice guy. That's the most important part. I find him hilarious for some reason. It's that part. Do you know what? As serious as Dawson can be, he takes it on the chin. I've had him in this chat. Me and Father Wiz might have been in this one as well. It was sometime last year. And he comes in this chat, and the people were ripping the tar out of him in fun, you know, affectionately, and he'll take it. You can't be in this community and not have a sense of humour and be self-deprecating, and he can do that. He will come into this chat when he comes in, and he will argue till he's blue in the face to Caroline and Sandra and all the other Aussies in here that Australia doesn't exist. That's a good sign. And he's you know, he's been out, as he said himself, and he put comments under Beardo's videos sort of saying, you know, Did loads of investigations with Joe Vitale, and I can assure you, any sort of thing he wasn't doing right with Joe would pull him up on it. It's been with Kenny Biddle on investigations, Boo Productions, SEG, obviously. Cag, have you been? I'm trying to remember. Have you investigated with Dawson? Sure, you have. Am I getting confused? But I'm so glad the Washoe Club was very interesting. I love the Washoe. There's something about the Washoe Club for me. It's the history side of it. Dawson is very passionate. He reminds me of my son when he was that age. Yeah, he has that youthful. I don't mean this in a condescending way. He has like youthful passion for this, which is strong enough that the more he does it, I mean, the more you do it, obviously, you know, there's some days that you probably feel like doing it less than others, but you could keep that passion there, and I think he will. Don't see him ever losing it. No one is ever going to prove they're apparent. No. I'm pretty much, and I'm not sure I ever really want it all explained. I think we need the mystery. We've gone for thousands of years on the fact that, you know, things that go bump in the night and what's that and the uncanny and all that. I think it's what keeps us going. But that's why it's pointless arguing, really, isn't it? Power is short for parallels, parallel to the normal, like the Paralympics, parallels. Yeah. And the other thing with the word paranormal, it's a bit like the word cryptid. The word cryptid means a creature that's not been proven to exist. You prove it exists, it's not a cryptid anymore. You prove something. If you prove the paranormal, it's no longer paranormal. It's normal. So I've just read that. Sad to hear Wizard's awesome music. Sub to hear Wisdom's awesome music. It says Wizard's channel. There'll always be somebody who doesn't believe. I get people not believing. I do. Like I say, I mean, I've had plenty of experiences, but I am a believer that in years to come, probably not in my lifetime, possibly not in any of our lifetimes, a lot of them will be explained, and that's fine. No problem. Friday, what is a ghost? Talking about particles and neutrons. I wish I was more cleverer, because I would actually love to look up on the quantum theory side of it. Home from work now, long ass shift. I need parent. Oh, Sandra, there it is. There's the earworm. I'm never going to forgive Crow for that advert. Everyone has their different likes and opinions. People are different. It's enjoyable for me to meet with others with different opinions and learn if open. Just be real. Yeah. Don't think the universe will allow proof. I think, if you want to phrase it that way, which I quite like that way of phrasing it, actually, it is, even if we prove something, there'll be something else that pops up that we chase instead. So, you know, claim the fault of the skeptics. We don't get much activity because we don't get much activity. See, the thing is, I mean, I'm 58, you know, and I've had quite a few experiences, but that's over 58 years. And I've never gone looking for it. So it's been, for me, it's, apart from one or two places that believe, for want of a better word, were haunted, I've lived in. Why big experiences? Completely random times and during the day, you know, it's not like you can book a ghost, you know. Um, which is why you have to admire the tenacity and dedication of the real investigators when they know time and time again they're going to go out and chances are they're going to come back with nothing or next to nothing. They use a cop out for no activity, yeah. Uh, so trying to bring people in belief. The thing is, speaking as a researcher, I don't think you have to believe in some stuff. I find it fascinating that some people do, and where that belief system comes from, because I think that's just as important sometimes. But then I have a cultural studies background, so that's probably why I look at it that way. I think it was said that would happen. They would blame. Oh yeah, it's been done before. I think Seg's reaction to Colin's video will be fascinating. Yeah. See, that's not been out yet. We've seen his part of the investigation, but we haven't seen Seg's reaction yet. So you know. Sleep a lot, Kagi might be busy. You love that idea. What did I say? Did I say something clever? Can't remember. I see. Did it just me? I don't like the word para-unity. I don't know what it is about the word para-unity. No offense to whoever came up with it. It ain't gonna happen. There's too many different opinions, but I think we need to be respectful to each other. Clicks and views make people money. It's simple as that. I mean, I'm going to use Mindseed as an example again. I mean, I picked up on Mindseed back in 2020. It's because a lot of my training is analysing film. And I just so think that if they just went down the Mozaroff route and just said, look, it's for entertainment purposes only, they'd be fine. They need better endings to their videos, but they'd be fine. But, you know, people will say, oh, but they've got the production values, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, I've seen quite a few Mindseed videos because I actually do quite like some of the storylines. And I'm thinking, once you get that down pat, I'm not saying it's easy. I am not saying it's easy because I'm crap at filming, right? So I'm not. But don't see a lot of variation with the way Mindseed do it. Let's put it that way. So, and you get some channels, probably not Mindseed, but there are some channels that probably don't even edit themselves, and I don't believe you can even possibly not be the one to edit if you're serious about ghost investigation. I watched Omar a lot in 2020. Again, didn't really buy the investigations, but I thought it was quite personable. Yeah. But those were the channels that were suggested, you know. Seg put it out the other day. I don't think it's members only. It was a premiere on Friday night. Because I was there. Oh, it might be. Actually, that might be what's causing mine, because my computer's like, are you sure you don't want to dump a load of stuff onto the hard drive? It's getting a very heavy laptop. Well, you can blame Raven for this.
I'm a Bobby Carol. Life in plastic is fantastic. You can come and dress me everywhere. Life in plastic is fantastic.
Raven's fault. Lurking wife finished off, not a problem. We're going to try and do more Australian venues, but with the USA, UK, and tours 5-6 nights a week, it's finding the time. Yeah. I just love to see more Australian venues, especially with a lot of the. I mean, I like some of the US and UK regularly visited ones, but it would be nice to see some different locations for a change. Devices feel like a scam that sadly the ones that blindly believed them fell for. See, that's the other thing. Is really you've got three types of people who can use devices. You're going to get those who purposely use them to fake the content, drive the narrative forward. You're going to get those who use them responsibly to try and genuinely find evidence, and you're going to get those, and this is probably the most common factor, people who see devices being used by some of the fake channels think, oh, that's the way. It's almost like a lot of people go, right, we're going to start ghost hunting. Actually, we watched a video on Crow's Live where we felt like they'd done this. We felt like they were serious about what they were doing. They'd only just started, but it's like this, okay, we're going to go ghost hunting. What do we need? Oh, we need a phone app. We need a dead bell. Because that's what they're seeing on the YouTube. Mariah? Why are you apologising to me about your thumbnail and topic? It's your thumbnail and topic. You should just go for it. Honestly. Thanks for that earworm. Yeah. Raven's fault. Right, just do it. You can get into trouble. I'm kidding. Just do it. Sarah, if in a wonderful world fakers label their content entertainment only, maybe just maybe there would be less drama back and forth. Everyone can have opinions but deliver it without person jobs. Yeah. Thing is, I can't remember who I was talking to this morning. It was in my comments. It was Debunk the Junk. And we were saying that, sort of back and forth, and we were saying that, even back in the Victorian period when people started charging for faking seances and talking to the dead for money, people would go. Some people would go because they blindly believe. Other people would go just to be entertained. I am sure there's a lot of people who watch fake channels that are just watching them to be entertained. I don't think they care whether it's fake or not. Yes, there are people who believe it's genuine, and that's wrong. It will always be entertaining. There'll be people in the chat, for example, Raven, myself, I'm sure other people as well, who love horror movies. We love horror movies because they entertain us. Oh, hi, Sarah. Hi, Raven. Hi. Yeah, I thought about that, James. What the mindset that you had to have for it to be okay. And I have seen one or two channels over the years who I'm sure started out legit, trying to be legit, and then they go down the rabbit hole. They're the ones I find even harder to understand, actually, because at one point they're trying to be genuine about it, but the clicks and views and the money gets in the way. But yeah, purposely faking and thinking it's okay to fake activity and charge people for it, pretending it's real. That's just an alien mentality to me. I don't cry in the chat. I clipped that, Sarah. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Red Dead Redemption, Silent Hill. Better in the Old West. Looking forward to seeing Dawson and Tyler working together. So, yeah, keep an eye out for Tyler because he did do a couple of live streams last week. UK time, they were early morning. I find investigating with it. Oh. Equipment boring and not as pretty. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not an investigator. I just I'd be concentrating on getting the bloody camera to work. Let's face it, give me too much equipment, I'd end up in a right mess. Doesn't mean I wouldn't take something with me. Wessie in the house. I think APRF is on the right track because Western leads to think about outside the box. Yeah, that's why they're getting pushed hard by some of us. Their channel's getting pushed. So it's, you know, sort of it's different uses of equipment. And the other thing, and I know it's a luxury, they also are going to locations that, you know, they can go back to. So as Cag was saying earlier, you know, you're going out week after week, or even, you know, more than once a week, you know, capturing very little. Whereas, you know, if you've got the luxury of having locations where, I mean, I would here if I was an investigator, that you could just keep going back to without having to fork out a fortune. Oh, we took the mickey out of Dawson on our latest video. Good. Keep his feet on the ground, Cag. And if he ever gets over to Australia, be ruthless. And he wants to box a kangaroo, just so you know. What's Australia? It's a fake place that Dawson doesn't believe in. We have a great banter in this community. Feel sorry for Dawson sometimes, though he gets bombarded when he's on a panel. 99% of the time, Dawson can take it. 99% of the time. I've seen him get a bit upset once or twice, but he can. He can take it. And it's because he's so focused on his belief. You know, Kenny Biddle ain't going to win that one. You know, Kenny's never stopped learning. Dawson's never stopped believing. I just feel a song coming on. Where is he?
Don't stop believing.
That's what needs to happen. Seg needs to duet that song with Dawson. There you go. Start working on that one. Australia's that place if you dig deep enough you may find. I had an Aussie girlfriend once from Melbourne. 10 months, Caroline, that's long. 10 months is awesome. Caroline's been here a long time. Couldn't manage without her. Dawson's a great guy keeping up with Joneses, even though he thinks Australia doesn't exist. God love the young lad, I know. Speaking of somebody who's frightened of flying, not sure I'd be getting on a plane to somewhere I didn't think existed. Just saying. That's why we are known as Down Under Debs. He doesn't believe wombat shit cubes either. I think he spent a while thinking drop bears were real. Drop birds, what are they? Wombats are so cute though. Yeah. Considering there are people that don't believe the world is a globe, I'm not surprised. Yeah. Honestly, the way I'm struggling with walking at the minute, I wish the world was flat. It ain't flat round here. I know it's not what they mean, but um, there is a YouTube video of somebody who doesn't think or claims to not believe Australia's real, and all these arguments for it. We need to educate Dawson so young. Good luck, Sandra. You go for it, girl. You know, next premiere, or if he deigns us with another live, you go in there and educate him. See what happens. There are people that do not believe in science, therefore they don't believe that the GL60 is fake or other things. That doesn't make them fake. I also think it's a lot of because I've had to find out from people who've been doing this for a long time. You know, on the technical side, I'm clueless. I am absolutely clueless. Oh, how far behind chat am I, guys? I did try at one point sorry, I'm crowing the chat now. Jonathan, I was talking about you earlier. Oh. All right, okay, guys. That's all I've got time for today. Hey, Beardo, sweetie, how you doing? I forgot what I was saying now. That's put me off. Rent a Ghost. Oh, I loved Rent a Ghost. Oh, Earworm. Oh, the theme tune's in my head now. No, about the equipment. It's because I tried at one point, so I've had to ask for advice behind the scenes because I tried at one point to look it up. Now, if you look at, say, a phone app, and you look at somebody selling a phone app, or Spirit Box, something that they're selling, you think, okay, let's go into the description, see how it works, and all they do is say, or half the time, all they say is, oh, it talks to ghosts. That's not what I know that you're selling it because you're trying to get people to believe it talks to ghosts. You're not telling me how you're getting it to talk to ghosts. So it's why the debunkers, Kenny Biddle, just so good to have in the community because I'm not technically minded at all. In terms of the inner workings of a device, you explain to me what the mechanics will do and the theory behind it. Yeah, I'm fine. But I don't get. I do if it's a camera because I'm a photographer and use Photoshop here. So on that side of things, in a bit of the audio, I understand it. But the actual mechanics, no. Most track activity is caught when unprepared. Yeah, I mean, I've never had a camera with me or an audio device in all my experiences. They have a ghost rule book, I believe. Don't get caught on film or you're banned. There are people who theorise that. I have seen that put forward. Has Australia been actually proven now? Wes, you're well enough read to know Australia exists. Crow in the chat. I hate the word. Thank you, Cag. I don't know what it is about it. It's not like I don't believe in the concept. It's just something about the word para-unity. I think it's all the stuff we've been saying about, everybody's got different opinions, we should be able to talk about it, etc. Para-unity to me doesn't. It's like everybody's of the same mindset. There's no point in that with the paranormal. Para-unity is just another word for being polite, yeah. People hate the para unity because it pushes certain groups out. Yes, thank you. It does. And that doesn't help, does it? The word is pointless, doesn't exist. Para nudity. Hey, go, Sweena. How we doing, sweetie? Thank you for contributing to the conversation straight away. But this community since, I mean, I suppose technically I found this to grow in 2020. Beardo was on about 1,000 subs. So that was what, 2-3 years ago? And this community has got so much bigger. Even in the last 12 months, 12, 18 months, since I actually started, I decided to turn my channel into paranormal. There's been an influx of channels, which is great, but it's got, with every new channel that comes in, whether it's somebody who's reacting or debunking, doing commentary like me, doing research, doing investigation, whatever it is people are doing, that's a different set of opinions. This is such a wide set of opinions that people have about the paranormal. Different beliefs in what the paranormal is. Para-unity is almost impossible. It's not impossible for people just to talk about it. I don't watch any fake channels, if I'm honest. That's what. Sorry, Beardo. That's what the debunkers are for. Let them watch it. Edit it down. React and debunk. That's how I watch the fake channels. I mean, there's some channels that are debunked, and I will shake my head. I'm sure every debunker has a different process, but I know what Grove's process is, and it's like, how are you still sane watching all of that? Some of the channels that Beardo react to or Sega react to, and you're thinking, how you're having to watch the whole thing here before you do the debunk, or as you're doing the debunk. How are you managing it? It's like there's certain channels when they're reacted to or debunked. Even if it's a debunker I watch all the time, I can barely get through the video because the channel they're reacting to annoys me so much. Oh, don't take away from debunkers what the pain they go through. So Colin says, yes, it's all new something. I don't know which ones do and which ones don't. I can pretty much guarantee that not everybody does, though. And I just don't see the point in going out, doing an investigation, doing all that filming, and then giving somebody else the footage. Do not see the point at all. APRF. I think I've just started getting the P on the R the right way around with, so I wouldn't worry about it. Cag struggling to stay awake. We always love having you here, though, Cag. You are a treasure. Absolute treasure. I think we've linked the channel. If we haven't, or just link it again, guys. Cag, go to bed. Do you know something? Cag was saying to me in Seg's live, birthday live, Sarah, get Seg to go to bed. Get him to stop. Cag, go to bed. Practice what you preach. Barbie song's gonna haunt my earworms. How far behind am I? Oh my goodness. Beardo's probably been and gone. Mark the sarcastic law student. How are you? And Sheila says, are you planned or trip or planned out? No. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm writing down a list of potential places to go to. Can't help thinking about the flight, though. I have got to stop thinking about the flight 2 years in advance. Trouble is using the equipment. We all get lumped in together. That's the problem. And that's one of the things I really think needs demystifying. Because it's about intent, it's about how it's used, it's about why it's used. It's not about what's used, I don't think. 32 minutes. No! I'm seg proportion here. Hang on. 15. Fakers aren't going to do that though. After years of defrauding people, they're worried about being sued for refunds. I don't know. I mean, Mark's in chat. I don't know whether Mark would have an answer to that, but it's not happened as far as I know. I mean, Lainey and Ben. I mean, Ben came out and supposedly apologised, and I'm sorry, I never really believed the apology, but he did apologise and he did admit to it, and I'm not aware that anything like that happened. But I don't know whether it would be fightable, to be honest. Damn, Sarah, Segi is behind the chat. No, sorry. Horror is my comfort zone. I love horror. Yeah, thank you, Craig. You know, I always listen to people saying, proving the paranormal is real. I'm a believer. I'm the only one that I need to prove anything to is myself. It isn't up to one to make others believe. That's the thing, and that's where the Believe in Me project came from, is you've got people who have had experiences. The term I hear the most is, I just know that this happened. But proving it, you can't prove something that's happened in the past anyway. If you want to see old fate, read. Hang on, I've just lost that. Voices from the Spirit World by Isaac Post. I know that name, Isaac Post. I doubt it was. I doubt it. Yeah, what complicates the paranormal is the belief systems. So many different ones. And because none of it can be proven, it is a leap of faith. That is what it is. Leap of faith. And that's why, it's actually a good way of putting it, darling, because that's why needing that leap of faith about the paranormal makes it even more important that those who are going out investigating are doing it properly and aren't trying to pull the wool over people's eyes. That makes it even more important, I think. So Alison has a mob of kangaroos in her garden. I would like to see him try and box one. Try and capture it on camera if he does. That would be awesome. I love flying, not as a passenger. Somebody once told me what you should do, Sarah, is learn to fly a plane. But no. I mean, I get it, because I'm sure if I could. I don't like being a passenger in a car, let alone a bloody aeroplane. He would only fight the female roos as the males are scared. Oh, media video. Hello. Oh, you've done it. I've done a memorial video for Ragman Media, which can be found on my channel. His fiance chose the song. She also has deleted Ragman's media channel. Everything else will be a private affair. That is absolutely fair enough. So it's on your channel, right? So if one of the mods can link media videos channel in the chat, you can check out the tribute video, the memorial video for Ragman Media there. Thank you for letting us know, media video. That's awesome of you. I will check that out straight after the live myself. Peter's probably long gone, huh? Light years behind the chat. Oh no, I'm still 15 minutes. I can't get. Sorry, I'm being cautious again because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Little Miss Mayhem says, media video, thank you for the update and look forward to watching the tribute. Absolutely. Yeah, people in the community have been wondering when the tribute video would be available. And hello to you too. Oh, thank you, Caroline. That looks like it's a link straight to the video. Thank you. I always go back to what Haunted Horizons said about equipment. When it goes off, it says something may have changed in the environment, and now it's up to them to figure out why and what made the change. 100%. That's pretty much my way of thinking. Is you search for the anomalies first, and then you try and figure out what the anomaly is, presupposing what an anomaly is. So if it goes off, oh, it's a ghost. That's not looking as to how. It's a good way of putting it. The environment has affected it. You eliminate all possibilities. What song? Hymn, The Funeral of Hearts. It's just gone in, but if you want the link again, that is more than fine, my maps. Educating Dawson, you can try. Crow in the chat. Sarah, that comment was 3 hours ago. Don't tell Segcag. I'm not quite at Seg level, am I? One of these days he's going to come in here and I'm like 40 minutes behind. Pom, I can't, and that's not me being awkward. My system won't cope with it. It'll buffer. I can try, but there's a good chance it will buffer, but I'll give it a go. Oh, guys, can somebody put the link in again? I will try, but it may not play properly. That's not me ignoring it, sweetie. Wes is ignoring you. Oh no! Wes, how rude. Debunkers save our brain cells. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's God. Is that how far behind I am when I was talking about watching Fakers? 67. That's when I was born. Hang on, I've got the stream open somewhere. Let's see if I can find the link. Come on, there we go. Oh no, just in time for... Right, okay. Like I say, this may not work. I'm sorry if it doesn't. No. Right, I've got it queued up. My massive apologies, guys, if this buffers. So it's why I'm not on camera yet. Right, share screen. There we go. Unmute it.
Love's the funeral of hearts, and a note for cruelty when angels cry blood on flies of evil in bloom. The rainbow of hearts and a before mercy when love is ago, separating me from you. She was the sun shining upon the tomb of your hopes and dreams so frail. He was the moon.
Guys, I've stopped that for a reason. I think that's a genuine song. I don't want the channel to be taken down. Well, the stream to be taken down. But that's the video. You've got the link. That's not me being awful. The stream will suddenly stop. I've just realised I can't play the full song. But lovely. Please go and watch the whole thing for Media Video in honour of Ragman. Rest in peace. I'll leave that up for a bit to remind everybody. The answer in regards to suing fakers is it depends on whether they were expected to have something in return for money. Things like super chats, memberships will usually be considered. Yes, on YouTube it's considered donations. So, but not in a charity sense. So, yeah, absolutely. Much respect, Media Video. We'll put that link up again at the end of the live. In case anybody coming. Everybody stop talking, pretend to say and catch up. I'm sorry. Oh, is that this week, Wayne? Charity football match this week. I'll leave it up on the screen to remind me. Good after. Hang on. Why is Justin being polite? I'm going to message say no, don't grasp me. Oh, Justin will grasp me up anyway. I was going to say something then, and it's completely gone out of my head. Jamming up the chat, got carried away with the ding ding. Charming. Wayne, we all good? No, I'm segging the chat today. I'm not even crowing the chat today. Oh, actually, no, I have caught up a bit. How do I answer that, Sheila? You don't. Don't know what she asked, but you don't. Hello there, my favourite monkey. Really? Wait, what? The banana's just eaten 5 before they go off in this heat. Oh. I'd forgot to have a smoothie this morning. I was too busy. Like bananas in my smoothie. Just say ripe, Justin. Don't use the word ripe and Justin in the same sentence. Don't say that to Justin. He'll feel their pain. Justin deserves being yelled at. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Raven says him the Funeral of Hearts is the song, if anyone wonders. Yeah. Sorry, it just occurred to me while I was playing it. I thought it was a real song. And it's D-Day today on YouTube for getting into trouble. Hearts in the chat. Best thing I ever walk into is a pub. Hearts for Ragman. Look at that. Justin's here. Monkey Paws here. Media Video, mind if I put that on my little channel in Discord? Has he run away? No problem. Just doing what I said I was going to do. Like I say, everything that's going to be a private affair. That is no problem. Video. Completely understandable. But it's nice that the community has that they can look at to as a tribute. Sorry was driving. Yeah. Claims he's a teacher. You know, he's probably a taxi driver or chauffeur. You see just in a chauffeur's outfit and a jumper. Shouldn't you be at work, Justin? I think you might have finished. Summer holidays. Just left. A supply teacher leaves as soon as possible. Supply teacher's bloody lucky. It used to drive me mad. It wasn't so bad at the university, but at the college, it was right up to the wire, you know. Often 2 days of training right at the end of term when you were knackered and just trying to get everything finished. I'll deal with that later, Pomp. Hearts for Ragman, that's very sad news. I couldn't do supply teaching. I mean, I taught older anyway, but oh no, the thought of being a supply teacher. Yep. Media video says, going for it, put the video on your Discord. You could be an Uber driver. Could be a bike with a little passenger thing at the side. You don't know. Shadow Cat member for 1 month. Woo! Alexis Artemis Greenhard the First. How are you? Oh God, I've just read Justin's comment. Do you know what, Justin? Just for that, which one shall I do? That one.
Don't stop believing.
Keep going. You'll get Barbie and Titanic. Thank you, Shadowcat. Much appreciated. Alexis Artemis Greenhard the First. Hello. I am sorry my greeting got interrupted by Monkey Boy, whose banana is always firm and fruity. This is the posh git that's on the and he's interviewing on his channel. Actually, Justin, what's the channel called? It's Supernatural UK. Can one of the mods find Supernatural UK and put it in the chat, please? It's. I'm just going to see if I can bring up the. Sorry, Supernatural UK, is it? I'll show everybody the thumbnail. You know, just to. Have I got that wrong? Can't find it. Oh, that's me. I'm live. Ooh, Cookie. See if anybody's managed to find it for me. Then if you're not on Facebook, you might not. I don't know if you'll have Justin's link yet for his video that's on next Monday. Just crying in the chat. Hey, Justin, with tassels too. We don't want to know about Justin's tassels unless it's Crow. I can't deal with Seg at the best of times. Well, you should be a pleasant person in my chat then, shouldn't you? I've got more of them. Thank you, Media Video. You are a treasure. Thank you so much. And thank you for giving us the link for the tribute video. That is much appreciated. The Supernatural UK. Is it something as simple as that I'm not finding it? Hang on. Yeah, that is it. I recognise the the banner. Oh, hang on. Let me see if I can get it on Facebook, because I'll get the picture bigger on Facebook. Para normal monkey. To see if I just want you to see this thumbnail, if you haven't seen it already. There it is. Yeah, so somebody could put the Supernatural UK. Oh, shush. What's happening? Just something I'm trying to do for Justin not to work. It's because it's automatically playing. Oh, I'm crap. Let's just show it on Facebook. Oh, isn't it good to see a professional at work? Hang on. Present. Stop that screen. Share screen. Where is he? Don't know how well you'll be able to see it. There you go. Supernatural UK. Justin's the dodgy one on the left, wearing all black. Objects that move. That is, I think that's Monday. You are awesome, Moody video. Definitely awesome. The occult life. I'm sorry, I'm taking a drink, guys. I'm going to cough all over you. 8 months. I was all support you, Sarah. Thank you so much, Mariah. I appreciate that. Can we stop talking about Justin and Firm and Fruity in the same sentence, please? Thank you, Debbie. There's the link. For Justin's appearance on the Supernatural UK. I think it was a Haunted Object Museum in, was it Nottingham? If I'm right, it means I'm subbed like it's there. Debbie, it's all right, Caroline. Debbie's got it. I'm subbed as well. I've never thought to look at my list. Colin popped up where? Hope not. Hope not. Paranormal Pursuits. Oh, hello, sweetie. How are you doing? That's the gifted membership. That's probably oh, we've been talking about you. You've been lurking. Nice things only. Mainly nice things only. The thumbnail where you look like a serial killer version of Casper Sight, you mean? Yeah, that one. Actually, yeah, you do. Do you walk around going, "You shadow bastard"? It's a pigeon. Look at the love for Dawson. You are liked. You go, James. Dawson, we put up with you. Why would we hate you, Dawson? Nobody hates you in here, Dawson. Kenny's not been in today. No, I'm kidding. You're invited to Stanley if you can make it, Dawson. Hi, Dawson. You're quite famous recently. Yes, we think we've heard of you. Yeah, for those that missed it, Supernatural UK, Justin's episode on Monday. We lick you, Dawson. Oh, even Justin said, "Look, you're honoured, sweetie. You're honoured." Juanita George, hello everyone. Just lurking today. Hope everyone is well. Thank you for being here. Lesson 1, Dawson. Geography does Australia exist? You know, he's don't start him off. Is that a childhood picked us? And I did ask on Facebook. I did ask Justin which one was him. Hey, all you wonderful fellas and females. I like you too, even if you believe in Australia. We all have our beliefs, Dawson. I believe I'll have a coffee when this is finished. Congratulations, by the way, Justin. For what? For looking like a serial killer version of Casper Site. Yeah, well done, Justin. I'm not going to be able to unsee that now. Just now you like your new title of skeptic. Oh, that was so funny. What? Out of every investigator in the entire community. The premiere of the first episode will be at 7 p.m. I'll be interviewing the female use your words, filmmakers and other investigators of the series at 8 p.m. on the pod. Oh, awesome. I didn't know you were doing that, actually. So the premiere's at 7 p.m. on Monday and straight into Justin's podcast afterwards. Oh, I like that idea. While it's fresh in everybody's minds. If I'm live on Monday, I'll share out in the live, but otherwise I'll put a thing out in the channel and the Facebookie to remind everybody to watch the Supernatural UK first. Australia doesn't exist. Where does Calamity live then? New Zealand. I thought Calamity was UK. Oh, yeah, it's UK. I'm sorry I missed the first episode of what and who are you interviewing? That you can only just see it on the thing because if I click on it, it'll bring the video up. The Supernatural UK. The link's in the chat. New paranormal channel. Justin is on the episode on Monday at 7 p.m. God, how much I'm promoting Justice because it's not his channel. I'm fine with it. Objects that move. The serial killer looking like Casper Site on the left is Justin. I like you, Dawson. Yes, I've seen you for ages, Christy. You do. I still have, actually, if I can find it in my buttons. There we go.
Hello, Mike. How you doing?
I know it's not in the chat, but that's Christy. That's Paranormal Pursuits. Also a gamer. All love for you here, Dawson, today. Even from Justin. He was saying just before you came in. Asking if people hate you now implies you were like before. Did they ever? Just joking. I didn't approve of my likeness being used in the thumbnail. I'm in the middle and I don't like it. Oh, bless you. That doll looks like me after a bad night. Yeah, that's what Justin was talking about. Right, so it's a new 10-episode paranormal series filmed by a professional documentary filmmaker. I'm just in the one episode, but yeah, I'll have some folk in who made it and investigators after the first episode. So put that in your diary for Monday night. Sarah hasn't given me coffee yet, that's why. Oh no, I don't give coffee away. I think the doll in the middle, Justin, is how we all look during the recent heat wave. I'm just loving the weather of yesterday and today. Back from my walk, well windy out there. I've got to go up into town after this. How long have I been on? 10 minutes under 2 hours. No sleep will do that to you yet. I don't shout at haunted dolls. Oh, I'm not watching then. I'm not watching. I want to see you shout at a haunted doll. Fucking hell. Going to Iceland is on my bucket list. Fed up of shopping at Iceland. I miss Iceland. Do you know something? Media video. I think it was before COVID. So our Iceland, we lost our Iceland where I live, and I miss it so much. Oh yeah, there's my Facebook group. Thank you, Debbie. It's private now, so if you want to join, you can't. No, you can. You will have to click the join button, and me or Debbie or Michael let you in. Do you whisper it instead, Justin? Were you talking sexy to the dolls, Justin? Were you talking sexy to that one? Sub to see Justin on his best behaviour. I know. Sub to see the other Justin, the one that's nice to people and polite. Justin, shouting at haunted dolls is fun. You should try it. There you go. You encourage him, Dawson. I'm sure people will know. I let that when I clicked that, I could hear it start going. Yeah. There has to be situations like that though, because I watched the trailer. There is a trailer on the Supernatural UK channel, by the way, for this. There are certain situations that I honestly don't think I could keep a straight face for. One would be the woman who was given the tour in the Clown Motel for SEG. How he's suffered an hour and a half of that, because I'd have been out the door as soon as she started. And if I walked into that museum, I would actually be fascinated, but that's the artist in me. I'd be going, ooh, love me one of them. But when you start talking about haunted dolls, no. Getting a history lesson from Sandra Dawson. Pay attention. Elaine says, heavy sarcasm, you Justin, never. Never. Cry in the chat. Yeah, has it gone downhill? I thought it depended which one you went to. What they do up here, but I haven't got a car to get to one at the minute, is because they're both about in either direction, they're about 20 miles away, is they do the warehouse ones. They're all right. I do miss it. Dawson didn't do anything. It was Colin who slighted him by misrepresenting him. Oh, you're adorable, Dawson. This will be graded, mate. Oh, no. Dawson's got homework. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Cynthia. No, she's in and out. She is working a lot at the moment. I think she was in last week. But she's not around as much as she has been. She has been working pretty hard. Member for 8 months, Denise. Thank you so much. You are a treasure, as always. Chat's just jumped. Hang on. I want to go to New Zealand and the UK. I really want to go to New Zealand. Don't shout at Chucky doll, you regret it. I want a Chucky doll. I want a Chucky doll. The real question is, was the doll talking sexy to you? If it was, I hope it wasn't that doll. Australia, USA, and the UK. I've been to the UK. I'm there right now. I don't think Australia and New Zealand will ever happen for me because of the flight, but USA is planned for a couple of years' time at the moment. Hopefully my health holds out. Update, people may not like Colin asked me if I was offended, asked if he could change anything, apologised. And I'm simply over it and decided I don't care. It's not a huge deal, so on my end it's over. Good. Dawson, that is healthy. Good for you. Honestly, you've got enough to do. Filming your investigations, sorting your channel out, shopping for octopi, getting in training for the kangaroo boxing. No, that is healthy, and that makes me very happy that that's how you're looking at it. There are people having Dawson. Yeah, you're going live. I know that you decided not to do so many, but you can do the odd one, surely, sweetie. The Clown Motel lady was so. I couldn't. I couldn't. That would really crank my anxiety levels up to like. It cranked my anxiety levels up just watching it. Although that's not unusual with Seg's videos. Because of who he chooses to react to and debunk. Kenny Biddle, hello, sweetness. How are you doing? Popular today. Should I be worried? No, Dawson. I'm pleased you came in, and I'm pleased you said that. And I have had a couple of vlogs out which have included sort of defending you. But I like that you have. I mean, I'm not surprised you have that attitude, to be honest, because you think very pragmatically. But it's fair enough, Dawson. It's not worth creating drama over. Colin is who he is and just what he does. There's no change in that. Yes. And Justin. Hello there, everyone, and Justin. Yeah, don't single him out. You'll feel important. Kenny has a haunted doll in Isabel. Does he? But he's bound to, isn't he? Or is he claiming his Ghostbuster action figures are haunted? You never know. Kenny, my adopted father. Run, Kenny, run. Please tell Chucky there, Dawson, or maybe Justin should. I think it's fair to say Kenny is a skeptic. He believes in Ghostbusters and Dragonlance and Star Wars. It's enough for me. Sexy haunted doll talk, new channel idea. You get cracking on that, Sheila. Kenny, we're talking about your favourite subject, haunted objects. We know how much you love those. As much as I have my beliefs, I'm sorry, I draw the line at haunted objects. Kelly says, I've never come across an object that displayed any haunting activity. Well, you're just not trying hard enough, are you? Sorry. Sorry, I'm crowing the chat again. The Star Wars reaction is coming soon, by the way. Sorry for the delay. I've been crazy busy, actually. That's not a problem so long as it happens. You had a deal. Oh, I should call me Sweetness. Call everybody Sweetness. Don't take it personally. Get it. What did Dawson do now? What didn't he do? What did Dawson do now? Came in and said Australia wasn't real. Said he's moved on from the Colin thing. Accused you of being a skeptic. Yeah, getting offended by something online is like choosing to step in dog turd in the street instead of walking around it. And it's a very healthy attitude by Dawson, because we all say, you've got a YouTube channel and it can be a knitting channel. It doesn't matter. You have to be prepared that you're going to get some hit occasionally. So do you agree that Seg's a cynic? I think Seg gets confused with... People get Seg confused with being a cynic because of his sense of humour, personally. I do think he's a skeptic. A complete skeptic. But I think it's Seg's manner that comes over as him being cynical. Seg sometimes can't open his mouth without sounding cynical, let's face it. Seggy weggy. But it's kind of his persona. But what I will say is, when Seg's doing his reaction videos, his debunking videos, he's serious about it. He does go through them properly. And when you think of some of the things that he's done to prove otherwise with channels, I always cite the weather to disprove a location and things like that. No. He takes it seriously when he's presenting it. Please don't tell me you didn't leave the No Star Wars Watch Club. Please, I can't. No, he's agreed. He hit 10,000 subs. He's on over 12 now. He agreed he would watch Star Wars. It's been set up. You have to add sweetness to your skeptical help bar frame, Kenny. I do have to get back to work. Oh, you always have to get back to work. Big YouTuber now with 12,000 subs. Come in to say hello to the little channels. No, I'm kidding, of course. It's nice to see you, sweetie. And I'm pleased you're okay. Seg has a remarkable ability to compose himself around crazy people and let them be themselves. What gets me about it, and that woman at the Clown Motel was a classic example. When you look at how triggered Seg can get over some things, but he could stand there an hour and a half putting up with that. Weird. Thank you, Shadow Mice, you treasure. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that, Shadow Mice. Dawson needs to visit me so we can watch the original trilogy and he can pick up his skeleton. Make a deal with him to do that, Kenny. Don't laugh at Dragonlance. I'm a Dragonlance girl. My English isn't that bad. What did I say? Have I said something wrong? It's because I'm crowing the chat. I've done so badly with chat today. Good night, Dawson Tola. Your channels need unblocking, Kenny. What? Yeah, I forget you're not, to be honest. Better than mine, and I am English. Dawson apparently is going for your job since turning you on to the biggest skeptics. Yeah, I'm of that. I mean, Kenny spent time with Zeg. I mean, I've spoken to him. I just see his manner as being cynical, but I think it's skeptic. So Zeg wants an experience for another one. Yeah, I mean, he has had an experience in his childhood. That's a really good point, Sisters of Mercy. The way he gives people the benefit of the doubt, a cynic could never do that. I don't know who Colin is. But if he thinks Dawson is the biggest skeptic he ever met, Colin needs to get out more. Paranormal Files. Yeah, there's a bit of fuss going on at the moment. Let's watch Star Wars on Discord. Seg's coping mechanism is to hum Tiptoe Through the Tulips in his head. I don't have that one because Crow has that one. But if you want a bit of Titanic,
near, far, wherever you are. I hate you so much, Chris. I believe that the heart does go on.
yeah, I'm going to wrap up in a minute, Sandra. Old Girl Exhausted, thanks for the banter. Much love. Sweet dreams, sweetie. I'm going to put back on, actually. Just to remind us before I finish the Ragman tribute video, so you can just see. Remind me before we finish to put that link up as well. Oh, what am I? Oh, that's at the bottom of the chat. I'm so glad only Rainford does blackmail clips of me. Yeah. Oh, Clip Queen. Almost a need for a touch up on my calamine lotion plus spider bite. Not a problem. I'm going to finish in a minute. What day are we on? What time is it? Oh, it's right. Well, 4:05. Right. If somebody can put media videos link again, please. So if you want to go over and watch the entirety of the Ragman tribute, you can. And can somebody also put you're very bossy today, I'm sorry. Banana Hammock Peachy out. Night night, sweetie. Mariah's link in the chat. She'll be going live just after 5. So in just over an hour today. I'm halfway. Oh, I've watched that documentary. Is that the one that's in Netflix? It was. Yeah, it was. No, Wiz. I didn't need the paranormal still prompt. No. Just waiting for the links. Then I'm going to wrap up. It was. I mean, the whole story, even just watching it through the news, was bad. But when you look at the problems with it, I'm surprised anybody got in it. To be honest. Right, there's thank you, Debbie. There's media videos link that's for the Ragman tribute video. And I say Mariah will be live in just over an hour. I'm going to go to bed when this live finishes at 3:06 a.m. Oh no, 3:06 in New Zealand. Thank you for staying up for us, Pinky. You're a treasure. So Cult Life live in an hour. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. Sorry about. I can't do it in. Oh no, Lisa's back, and I'm just finishing. I can't do it in StreamYard. So thank you to everybody. Thank you for the gifteds and the super chats. Thank you for everybody being here and being absolutely delightful and treasures. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you in the Wednesday night live. Sorry, Lisa. Toodles. Oh, sorry. I've got seg line.
Near, far, wherever you are. I hate you so much, Chris. I believe that the heart does go on.